Hey guys, welcome back to the video series. We are talking about building an online business, specifically affiliate marketing, in my free online course. And this is episode 1, an introduction and finding your why. So, first, I want to do a quick intro on myself. My name is Tom Chow. You can call me just Tom or Tommy Q. I previously worked in finance for 2 years at a major Canadian pension plan. And around 2.5 years ago, I decided to leave and start my own venture. I built my first affiliate marketing website called thedermdetective.com, and mainly I cover skincare topics there, including things like acne scars and hyperpigmentation. And one of my main reasons for starting that website was I had a lot of those issues growing up and wanted to provide good quality content for others and figured that there was a business model out there that I could do that would allow me to do what I loved and also make some money. So the two kind of met perfectly. And I'm fascinated by the internet and SEO since I started learning about it over 2 years ago. I think there's a lot of really interesting online business models out there, and really the way I see the internet today is still we're in the infancy of its development. Even though we have massive companies today, Google, Facebook, Microsoft, all these companies that operate through the internet and they produce software and technology and platforms. Still, I think there's a lot of opportunity, a lot of white space for small businesses, small to medium sized ventures, a lot of problems that we still don't know how to solve yet. And I think the internet and the way that we're connecting devices, we're going to meet a lot of those challenges with new entrepreneurs and new business models. So, anyways, going on, the main topic of this first episode is about finding your why. And the reason is there are going to be a lot of times when you're starting your business and you're progressing through it, you're going to be meeting a lot of different challenges and a lot of obstacles. And whenever one of those comes along, you have to have something that reminds you why you're doing this, right? Something that's a foundation to, for you to build not just your business but also your life on. To understand, why is it that you do the things you do? Why do you wake up, put in the hours? And so oftentimes we don't think about the answer quite as much. I find that especially when you're working a 9 to 5 job, you think that I make money to make ends meet, to advance in my career, to sort of progress on this journey that we call life. But really understand and hone in on that why, and be able to write that down on a piece of paper and put it on the wall, so you understand every day, hey, here's why I get up, here's why I do it. I do it for either for myself, for my family, for my kids, for other reasons, right? Why you need to generate income, to support other people, to support yourself. So here's some questions I think that it'd be great if you ask yourself and try to write these down just before we get started into the course. What would an extra 500, even up to $1,000 of extra income every month mean to you? Does that mean being able to buy some extra, supplies or, extra necessities? Does that mean being able to support your family, or does that just mean sort of being able to, have some extra spending money if you're a student, or if you're already working a full-time job? Other questions: what does making money mean to you? Is it about financial independence? Is it about stability for your family? For myself, I think about money as really as freedom, as being able to do the things that I love, the things that I want to do, without restriction, without having to work, sort of because I have to, right? Being able to generate income in a way that I enjoy, that I like to do, and doing things that I think add value for the world. So that's a great question to ask yourself as well. And then the last one is, why online businesses in particular, and why do you want to be an entrepreneur? And I think for a lot of people, and this is where I fall, I really value my own independence. I love to, be able to create things, as opposed to, if you've ever worked in a corporate job, a lot of your function is to support existing processes and to make sure that things function. But for me, I love to be able to create things that are brand new, and to take an idea and bring it to life. So that's part of what motivates me. And yep, like I said before, here are some of my whys, just as an example. Why build my own business? Again, it's for me, it comes down to independence and autonomy. And when I was working for a major corporation, I found that it's hard to come by those things, especially when you're very junior, very early on in your career. And the other things also, I wanted to work on building value, not just building spreadsheets and PowerPoints and doing presentations, which I think, of course, there's some value there as well in a big corporation. Those are some of the things that need to be done, and you need to work on facilitating sort of presentations for your stakeholders and shareholders. But ultimately, I want to create something for people. I want to create products, create content, and I find that's much more fulfilling. So again, all these depends on who you are and what it is that motivates you. And also, I think in the long run, I believe it's much more financially rewarding. Again, we talk about building passive income on this channel, and when you work for someone else, you're actively trading your time for money. And this is something that I realized when I was 1 or 2 years into my job, and someone recommended that I read The 4 Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. And it's an old classic, and many people have become entrepreneurs after reading that book. But really, one of the key things is when you're working for someone, you're actively trading your hours for money. And so the question you should ask yourself is, I make X dollars per hour when I work for someone. Can I sort of make a similar level of income, or can I make income by myself and do it passively? And being able to stop actively trading my hours, but to build up an asset, whether that's a business, whether that's maybe like a real estate company or other types of business models where the business or the asset is generating money for you. So yeah, so I skipped ahead, but this is what true wealth is, right? So true wealth is not about having money, and I think most people are surprised to hear that, and it doesn't sound like a statement that makes much sense. But true wealth is actually not just having money; it's about having assets, right? You need to have assets that are going to generate income for you while you sleep. Essentially, is the kind of catchphrase that people use, and that's what passive income is about. So it's not just about online properties that can make you money. It's about real estate properties, right, that make money through rental income. You can think about stocks, dividend stocks that pay you, many other sort of assets that can generate money while you sleep. And that's the key thing about passive income. It means that you're not just depending on your active engagement, right? You're actively working for someone else or selling your services, even things like consulting, where you have to continuously get clients in order to make money. So passive income is about, I'm building an asset that will last for a certain amount of time. It might not last forever, but in the lifespan of that asset, we're going to be generating income, and that income is going to help offset the costs of whatever kind of lifestyle you want to live. So that's the key thing there. And the last question for me is, why affiliate marketing? Obviously, there's a lot of different business models, and this is something I'll have to explain a bit more in depth in a future video. But for me, affiliate marketing, it's mostly passive. I'd say it's one of the more passive business models. And I think it provides a relatively reasonable return for the time that you have to put in, and also relative to its own difficulty level. Now, in future videos, I'll talk about the difference between affiliate marketing, things like drop shipping, things like selling your own products, in addition to more traditional business models, whether that's real estate or maybe just having a website that has ads on it instead of selling any products. And then that will really highlight why I think affiliate marketing is in a pretty good spot, especially for beginners. You'll be able to make a decent amount of money. And I think, again, our goal is to make $500 a month. And I think that's relatively feasible for affiliate marketing. All right, see you in the next video.